Hi everyone, the Honorable Mr. Dr. Budiantoro, and all my dear friends. Before I start my presentation on this 10 module, let me introduce myself. My name is Selvi Herlina from the Manajemen Department, Fakulty of Economics and Business, Universitas Pesada Indonesia, YAI. One, ordering. Orders for work and goods and service. The order shall be issued for work, goods and service unless financial provision for the expenditure can be made within an approved budget. Official orders shall be in a form approved by NCC Head of Finance and are to be signed only by employees authorized by the head teacher, who shall be responsible for official orders issued for his or her school. Secure arrangements shall be maintained for the custody and control of order books and formed in each establishment. Official orders shall be issued for all work, goods or service to be supplied to the school except for supplies or public utility service. For periodical payments, such as a rent or rates for petty cash purchases or such other expectation as the NCC Head of Finance may approve, where urgent orders are given orally, they shall be confirmed by an official order not later than the next working day following the day on which the oral orders is given. Orders shall indicate clearly the nature and quantity of the materials or work of service required and details of the agreed price or estimated price, discount and terms in relation to packing and delivery. A copy of each order shall, if required, be supplied to the NCC Head of Finance. Official orders must not be used or other than for official purpose. F. This must not be used for ordering goods for private fund activities or the personal purchase. Orders must be completed in ink or type and all copies. Outplayed are the forms retained for school operation in the SIMS Finance module. The order will be generated from the SIMS system. In emergency, where an order has to be completed, the administrative staff are not available to do this on SIMS. Each emergency building repairs following a break-in and AGU order should be completed and a SIMS order record on the system as soon as possible. Two, receiving duties and the responsibilities. The exit role is the incidental receipt of goods and must prepare beforehand with special knowledge about the goods to be received, especially about the quality, specification of type of goods to be received, so that they are in accordance with what is expected by the user of the goods. In addition to basic knowledge, other supporting factors such as completeness and adequate equipment must also be prepared for hand encoding. A purchase order form that are approved as a guide in receiving goods from various suppliers that will come on the specific day. B. Invoice note form, which is the form used to the record the notes in accordance with the goods received on the day. C. Daily receipt report forms, namely the forms used to make a recap of the goods received on the day, in accordance with the notes and ballot notes to be reported to the accounts payable department. D. Sheets of specification of the materials to be received in are in accordance within the standards set by company and the applicable price list. A. Maintain equipment such as large scales, electronic scales, large plastic basket for transportation warehouse and kitchen goods. Supervision at in the receipt of goods. As a receiving officer as well as storekeeper, you must always have talkers and supervision of goods. The goods inspected must be thoroughly checked by sustainability in accordance with the details of the purchasing standard established by the procedure. This accuracy includes checking purchase receipt, checking goods in terms of quality, type, price, and quality against the and market list, and opening each item to find out the truth of the contents of the goods. After matching the goods, that's what the being purchased are put into the warehouse for storage. The task of receiving clerk in addition to receiving goods and researching goods must also supervise the entry of goods into the warehouse by the vendor. This aims to avoid the of goods because vendors are not allowed to enter the goods storage area. Receiving goods is duty of the receiving staff who are obligated to receive, inspect in the goods processed material that come are submitted by the vendor or on orders from the purchasing department in accordance with the SPS standard purchase specification. 3. Paying for goods. Payment is the transfer of money, goods, or service exchange for goods and service in acceptable proportion that have been previously agreed upon by all parties involved. A payment can be made in the form of service exchange, cash, check, wire transfer, credit card, debit card, or cryptocurrency. Payments can be the transfer of anything of value or benefit to the parties. An invoice or bill typically precedes a payment. Pays usually get to choose how they will accept payment. However, some laws require the buyer to accept the contract's legal tender up to a prescribed limit. Payment in another currency often involves additional foreign exchange transaction fees, usually around 2 until 3% of the total payment being made, but could be quite a bit higher depending on the bank or card issue and country of purchase. For service are the act of providing everything that other people need service or service, be activities, convenience, benefit, and so on that can be sold to other people, customers who used to enjoy them. In general, the definition of service in activity or action that is integral cannot be touched but can individually planned and implemented to meet consumer demand and satisfaction. Service in economics is an economic activity that involves interaction with consumers or with properly but does not result in the transfer of ownership. Maybe that's enough of my presentation, more or less, I'm sorry. Thanks for your attention. Stay healthy, y'all.